Hello, my name's Adam and this is a tour of my shop. Hopefully some of the little ideas for organization will help you. This is a two-car garage and I can still park one car in my garage. Let's get started. I'm going to start off from this side. I've got the lumber racks, Triton lumber racks on the walls. So I don't have much up here and I'm still working on filling them up. Tormek sharpening for sharpening all my turning tools. Here's some neat blocks of wood that I bought off of eBay. They are redwood burl and spalted maple burl. Over here we have my Jet 1442 variable speed lathe. I recommended the lathe. This is a great lathe. I wished it went a little bit slower on the slow end for doing big turning. Because it is a little bit fast still. I believe the slowest speed is about 450 RPMs. This is something that I came up with here to hang on my turning tools. I've just put hooks on all the ends and a shelf right in front of my lathe. Instead of having a magnetic strip, or some people would have a board with holes in it of various different sizes. This makes it easy. I just hook them up and grab the ones that I need. Got my sandpaper over here and a little organizer on the wall and different grits. Moving over here to the other side, a table saw stuffed off in the corner. This is probably one of my most used machines. My Rikon 18-inch bandsaw. I've got a big 1-inch blade on it right now. It's a 2 horsepower motor, 220. I only have one hookup for 220 in the shop, but I have an extension cord running all my machines. This is another great machine that I just love. It's my 15-inch Delta planer. It's a 3-horse motor. It's 220 also, and I have it plumbed to a dust collection system that runs up along the ceiling, drops down right there, and goes up into my small attic. I have a small dust collector that you can see in one of my pictures. It pulls about 650 CFM. I would have wanted a bigger one, but the attic ceiling would not clear the canister on top. So I'm hoping to get an additional one, same size, run the two off the same line, so essentially doubling my my suction. My DeWalt chop saw, something that I use a lot as well. My dust collection plumbing is each on a blast gate to each machine. Bandsaw is on the dust collector as well. Here's another Rikon tool. It's my belt sander, which I use quite a bit. Back here is my workbenches. Here's a cutting board that I just finished putting a coat of butcher block oil on. It's zebra wood and bloodwood in grain, and then the border of the thing is also bloodwood, but it's the cross grain, so it gives a little bit different of color. This is a big silverleaf maple bowl that I've dyed, and I've put inlay in. Going the other way, here is my pride and joy of my shop. It's my one-way lathe. It's a 2436, 3 horsepower stainless steel bed. It also has a large outboard turning where I can do something as large as 48 inches in diameter over the ways. This is a Bubinga platter that I have in one of my pictures that I've been working on. I have it mounted up in a Jumbo Jaws chuck that I made. And I'm waiting to turn the back of the foot off so I can finish it. Also got a Powermatic joiner over here, which I really like, and it's also plumbed to the dust collector, and an additional shelf on this side for more of my turning tools. This tool here on the end is one of my favorite tools. It's a Sorby Mega Flute bowl gouge. that I took the handle off because I felt that it was a little light on the back, and turned my own ebony handle, and then changed the grind of it to a fingernail grind instead of just being the standard bowl grind, which was quite a challenge, being that it's such a big tool. Giving you an idea. And I do all my tools, my sharpening, on the Tormek. And if I'm bored, I will bring it inside and put a Japanese water stone on it, and I'll take it out to 4,000 grit stone if I really want a nice edge. But for the most part, I do most of my finishing with the 1,000 grit after I've used the stone grater on the Tormek. This is a Rikon drill press, which is a great drill press as well. Rikon tools are one of my favorite brand of tools because you get so much tool for quite a bit less than everybody else, and they have seemed to held up really well. I've never had any problems with them. This is a 1-horse motor. It's got a built-in work lamp on it. The top is all metal. It's a variable speed. I did install a keyless chuck on it. Let's see, what else can I show you? Up here on the ceiling, I've got an air filtration system. It's on a remote. Another neat little thing is most people have a garage door opener, but it's hardwired into the ceiling. Well, what I did is I installed a plug, a set of 4 plugs, so I can plug things up on the ceiling, and I installed a extension cord on a reel, and I use this constantly. Can't imagine what I would have done if I didn't have it. Well, I do. I'd had to climb up there on a chair and plug stuff in after I installed it, because you can't have enough outlets. And yes, I did paint this. I got a little carried away with black and yellow of the DeWalt. I passed this earlier. This is a, believe it or not, an oak burl that's sitting waiting to be turned. I cut off somebody's tree. It's still a bit wet, so I keep it stored in a plastic bag. I'm going to wax it this weekend. And to keep it from cracking, I just buy paraffin wax from Walmart. But I've crammed all this stuff, let's walk out here, into a 2-car garage, and I can still park 1 car on the side. So I've heard many people tell me that they don't have room for tools. Well, if you do some careful organizing, you'd be surprised how many tools you can get in a shop. Well, thanks for joining me on my little tour. And if you have any comments or suggestions for more organizing tips, or if you liked my ideas, just drop me a line. Thanks a bunch.